School closures, it leaves many to wonder how that will affect school districts between now and the end of the year in June. Joining me now is the superintendent of West Hartford Public Schools, Thomas Moore, and thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so we learned today from the governor the earliest schools will reopen is May 20th. What do you think about that extension?
Well, I think it's good that we have a time frame now, and we know that we've got another month where we'll be continuing to work with our distance learning and hoping that this gives a little bit of hope that maybe flattening the curve is working and that over time there will be an opportunity for us to get back and see our kids in school in our brick and mortar buildings rather than just in our virtual world.
How does this whole situation with distance learning and missing out on so much school affect the entire grading process?
Well, it's not easy. It's one of those things where I feel like teachers and education now have to look at this almost as the doctors do, with we have to take a do no harm philosophy, because we've had so much that we've had to do in just a short period of time. We've given out over 25,000 meals in the past 4 weeks, but we also had to get 2,000 laptops and iPads out to kids that didn't have them. You know, we're a district with 27% of our students who are on free and reduced lunch with 74 different home languages spoken. So being able to reach all of those kids was a tremendous challenge for teachers with really 2 days of professional development to get ready for this. So grading itself, one of the things we're trying to do is making sure no student is harmed by it. And I appreciate the governor and the Secretary of Education the Commissioner of Education putting forth ideas towards pass fails and things that we can tweak on the local level that will best suit the needs for all of our kids.
Yeah, I mean, this is really uncharted territory, that is for sure. The Commissioner of Education, who you just mentioned, promised seniors, the class of 2020, will have graduation. That's even if school is canceled for the rest of the year. Do you think that's realistic? How do you make something like that happen?
I know he's making big promises for us, which is okay. We want to make sure that our kids are recognized. We have, West Hartford, we have, 750 seniors at our 2 high schools that will be graduating. One of them is upstairs in my house right now. I have a senior who's graduating from one of our 2 high schools, and she's pretty clear with me that graduation has to happen, Dad. So even without that, we know that we want to recognize all of our kids, and they've worked hard over their 13 years, and this is an important moment. Would it be something virtual if we couldn't ever get back? And if the summer wasn't possible, yes, we're working on contingencies for that, as colleges and universities had to. But we're hoping that into the summer, there may be a time where we can do a physical graduation of some sort. We have a lot of different plans out there that we're kind of still brainstorming and looking at how can we do it in a safe way. But as everything with this, we're trying to deal with today's problems today, tomorrow's problems then, but thinking about them now, making sure that we're ready to provide some closure for our seniors, because they deserve before they go on with the rest of their lives.
They absolutely do. Superintendent Moore of West Hartford Public Schools, we appreciate you being with us tonight. We also appreciate you and all of the educators all across the state who are making distance learning happen and supporting students during this very challenging time. So thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.